Hello everybody, welcome to week 4. So we've been doing a couple of big things already when it comes to Microsoft Office. We've dealt with Outlook, and then we've also talked about Word. And what I've seen so far has been pretty good. And we're doing some of the Word projects now. You're still finishing up or you're working through. There's going to be a couple more this week as well. Soon we're going to be doing Excel, and that's where things can get kind of complex for students. So take your time with those. We're also going to be talking this week about browsers. So browsers, as many of you probably know, are basically those kind of windows to the internet, if you will, or at least that's how people think of them. We think of things like Chrome and Firefox and Edge. Some of you will refer to Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer doesn't exist anymore. It's actually that little E, that kind of blue E you have on your computer. That's Edge. That's Microsoft Edge. That's taken over for Internet Explorer. Some of you who are perhaps our Mac users will be familiar with Safari. And so we're talking about those, and we're talking about the differences between them. So what really is a browser? A browser is, kind of that thing that gets you on the internet. Well, what's the internet? Well, the internet is just these millions and millions of different networks that are interconnected, hence internet, right? So you have your own Wi-Fi at home, right? Well, that's a network. And the way you basically get any kind of information, let's say you're buying something from Amazon, is your network is then kind of talking to Amazon's network or some other networks kind of in between so that you can actually go and buy that thing with a click of a mouse, right? The browser allows us to do that. What the browser actually does is it translates for us, first and foremost. All of this stuff that you see on the internet is actually code. You can actually right-click and then go to View Source. I'd encourage you to try to do that because that shows you really what the web page looks like. It's a bunch of data encoded. And it's just like if you were learning a different language, code, this kind of code, markup language is its own language. And since most of us don't know it, we get it translated by the browser. And the browser will also give us kind of those really nifty ads, banner ads, or it'll allow us to see videos or fill out forms or something like that. So the browser, first and foremost, is translating this information into a form that we can understand. Now, the browsers are different. Most of them kind of work in the same way. And by and large, if you use Firefox or if you use Chrome, you're going to see a lot of similarities. But browsers are also different. They have different features. So one thing I would recommend you do when you're going through the discussion board topics is think about what are some of the different kinds of options or different features that your preferred browser has. So it's nice to talk about how it makes Blackboard look and how it functions, how Blackboard functions in Firefox, say, or something. But think about maybe security features, or think about bookmarking, or any other kinds of features that a certain browser has. That would be worth putting into maybe your post as well. So the rest of the stuff that we're doing this week, we're going to do some more guided exercises. And I've seen some pretty good work so far. I know that these can be kind of challenging. Now, the guided exercises are coming from the book, so make sure you look where you kind of have that initial, document that you have to open up or something to start the assignment. Look for the page number. Some of you have been asking those questions like, hey, does this come out of the book? Yeah, it does. You have to just look for the page number. It's right there in the instructions. So keep working on those. Keep following the instructions as closely as possible. We also have the midterm exam, so work on that and take your time as you go through that. A lot of people have been emailing me or using the Ask Your Instructor forum for a lot of questions, and that's excellent. That's exactly what I want to see. So keep asking those kinds of questions. Some of you seem like you're really kind of apprehensive about things right now. You're not sure if you're going to be able to get through the semester, or you're worried about how your grade is or something. Just take it easy, take a deep breath. And any kind of concerns you have, let me know. But it helps me if you're very specific about it. If you're saying something like, I'm just kind of freaking out, I don't know what to do, this is too hard, that's good. But you're going to get a response from me first saying, okay, let's take it step by step. What kinds of things are really tripping you up now? So when you do ask for some help, try to give me some specifics first, because that'll help me better help you. So just keep that in mind. But again, keep emailing me or keep contacting me. I'm going to have to this week change my office hours. So instead of on Wednesday from 7 to 8 on Skype, we're going to move it to Tuesday, just because my kid has one of my children has a concert that night. So Tuesday night we're going to have the Skype time. But if that time doesn't work for you and you still want to Skype with me or something, or even you need me to call you, let me know your availability, and that'll make it a lot easier for me. The other thing is this weekend I'm going to be traveling, so Saturday until the following Saturday I'm going to be out of town, but I will have my laptop with me. Every vacation is a working vacation for me. So I'm still going to be checking in every single day in the discussion boards, checking my email. So if you don't hear from me, say this weekend, that's because I've been traveling, and but I will be getting back to you. So, but again, keep reaching out if you do have any of those kinds of questions. The work I'm seeing is good, so keep it up. I want to encourage you in that regard. You're doing good work. Keep it up. And again, just get into those discussion boards, get talking, follow the instructions to a T, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, folks.